Hello everybody! So before we get started, I really want to do a quick game with you. I'm going to be retelling a book that I really like, and I want you to try and guess what it is. So this is your clue. We have read this book before. It's a book we have read. So here we go. Now it all starts, it starts with our main character, and he is very sad, and then, by the end of the story, he's not sad anymore. Any guesses? I don't know about you guys, but it's a little bit hard to figure out what book I'm talking about because it's missing a ton of things, huh? But I really want to retell it to you guys because it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the book. Let's see if you got your guess. The Rainbow Fish. What do you guys think? Well, whenever I was retelling, it's kind of hard to tell when I say that one guy at that one place with this one problem. You have to be a little bit more specific. When readers find a book that they really like, they want to retell the story. Now, a retell is when you take very important parts of a book and you tell it to somebody else. So we're going to be practicing a strategy that'll help you remember how to retell this story. So first things first, let's talk about the strategy. It is our 5-finger retell. So right over here, we have our 5-finger retell. What I want you to do is make a fist, and we're gonna pop out this first thumb. Our very first is going to be who is in the story, okay? So whenever you pop out your thumb, when you're doing a 5-finger retell, I want you to tell me who is the main character of the story. Next, you're gonna pop out your index finger. It makes kind of an L shape. This is going to be our setting. Now, the setting is where the story takes place. So, where is it? Is it in an ocean? Is it, I don't know, in a jungle, in a house, in outer space? Where is it? It's got to take place somewhere. Next, boom, this finger. Now, this finger is starting to talk about what happened in the story first, what happened in the beginning. So, you'll begin first. This happened with this character. This introduces your story. And then we have the next finger, finger number 4, which is next. What is the problem in the story? What happened to our main character that is making the story having to be told? What is the problem, the obstacle that they have to face? Okay, and last but not least, that little pinky finger right here. What happened at the end of the story? What was the solution? Lastly, so you're gonna say what happened at the very end of the story. How did the problem get solved? So we're gonna be taking this strategy, our 5-finger retell, and retelling The Rainbow Fish. So remember, our characters, our setting, first, then next. Here we go. This is the story of The Rainbow Fish. First, let me talk about my character. My character is the Rainbow Fish. Now, he has a lot of really pretty shiny scales, and he has some other little fishy friends that really like his scales. The setting. This takes place in a coral reef under the sea. Now let's start to retell the story. So the first thing that happens with the rainbow fish is that the other fish really like his scales, and they really want some, but he does not want to share. He is mean and he yells at them. He doesn't want to share. So then, next, he doesn't have any friends. They don't want to play with him much anymore, which makes him really sad. So he finds a starfish, and the starfish tells him to find an octopus under the sea. And the octopus tells him, if you want to have friends, you have to be kind. You need to share. So lastly, the rainbow fish decides, I'm going to share my shiny scales with the other fish and see what happens. So he swims back, and he does indeed give the shiny scale to the little fish. And by the end of the story, he has plenty of friends and he's happy again. Now, can you guys tell the difference between that second retell and that first one? I think that we got the story much better. Readers always retell the story after they've read it to really understand what the story was about. All right, readers, here is your assignment for this week. I want you to either take our read aloud from this week, Giraffes Can't Dance, take 2, Giraffes Can't Dance, or take a story that you have been reading this week at home. Try to give me this 5-finger retell. Tell me the characters, the setting, first, next, and lastly. All right, until next time. Bye, guys.